Light-hearted.
Offbeat.
Stories
that are not necessarily the news.
Alright, we're switching up not necessarily the news a little bit today because we're talking about one specific thing. This is about Britney Spears today, Crispin. You know, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding her. Is this conservatorship harming her? People saying free Britney for years.
Yep.
And you know, she kind of debunked the documentary and then came out in the court case and literally confirmed what everyone was thinking.
It's true.
But Britney Spears has refused to perform again while her father retains control of her career, and said the conservatorship that she's been under for 13 years has killed her dreams. Literally her words. If you go on her IG page, you'll see it. Her remarks in a lengthy Instagram post were the latest in a series of emotional public comments about the conservatorship that controls her personal and financial affairs, and which she has begged to be brought to an end. She said, and I quote, "I'm not going to be performing on any stages anytime soon with my dad handling what I wear, say, do, or think. I'd much rather share videos, yes, from my living room instead of on stage in Vegas. I'm not going to put on heavy makeup and try on stage again and not be able to do the real deal with the remixes of my songs for years." Spears has appointed a new lawyer, which we've heard in recent times, to represent her in a bid to bring the conservatorship to an end, calling it abusive. And the conservatorship, she said, is killing her dreams. So all I have is hope, and hope is the only thing in this world that is very hard to kill.
Wow.
I mean, how do we feel about this?
I mean, you know, even if it was put in place at a time where they felt she was unstable and she needed management, all right. But she said, you know, things from this, stopping from her having a child, stopping from doing certain things which she wanted to do, and it's just
personal, just decisions.
It's almost like a prison.
Yeah, like those decisions we take for granted. If you wanted to have a kid, you have a kid. If you want to go outside, you go outside. If you want to travel the world, travel the world. But she's not able to do what she wants to do because he literally controls every aspect of her life.
Yep,
so that's kind of scary. 13 years later, I feel like she must have had some healing since then, and what she was going through, but it's not easy to do as a younger person. All that fame and pressure literally is crazy. And there are people who said opinions of, you know, back when she shaved her head and people were freaking out, saying, you know, she's lost her mind. People who were saying, you know, that was her trying to take control of her life, doing something that she could decide because everyone was making decisions for her. You know what it's like in when the fame and the fortune and she was like the biggest thing around town. I remember like when I was younger, Britney Spears was it.
She was it, yeah.
That was it. But yeah, she said, and I quote again, "I didn't like the way the documentaries brought up my humiliating moments from the past. I'm way past all of that, and it happened for a long time." So I've never watched the docuseries. I've read about it, Framing Britney Spears, but it's nice to know that she's speaking out, and I suppose she was probably holding back because she didn't want to speak out before court.
But you know, you can only take so much, right?
Of course.
You know, when she was granted the permission last week for the appointment of her own lawyer that she can choose, she was, overwhelmed.
Of course.
Yeah. It's a start to...
She wants her life back.
Right.
Yeah, she wants to be able to be in control of her life, and I think you should be once you are, you know, and I'm sure she is in a place where she can manage herself. And then she worked for all of that, Crispin. Not them, literally her, blood, sweat, and tears. So, you know, you can weigh in, call it what you like, but I'm glad that she's speaking out for herself. And I think that it's only fair after 13 years and she seems to be stable. Why not give her back her life?
It's true.
And her finances. And her, you know, ability to make her own decisions. We all would like to do that.
Decisions, she learn from them, or she'll, you know.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, that's her money, her stuff she worked for, and whatever happens, you know, that's then, you know, at her. I could not imagine being in a position like that where you can't make your own decisions. You can't decide if you want to do something or not. Like, you know, it just sounds crazy.
Even as a father, knowing that you're holding down someone, you see them crying out to you all the time, and you're just there holding on and controlling.
Yeah, it seems quite strange, definitely. But you can weigh in, and of course, this is something that is not
necessarily the news.